Welcome. You're now in the den with Dr. Jenn, a comfortable and safe place to think about female sexuality from a variety of perspectives, and particularly to start thinking about sexuality outside the box. Now, as a sexual health educator, I come from a positive sexuality perspective. I advocate healthy sexual expression. But what is healthy? This certainly depends on the individual and on sifting through and digging out what we've been taught and experienced and releasing some baggage. We all have it. One interesting, but certainly not new perspective around sexuality is that of chastity. Is this empowering to women? Now, by chastity, for adult women, I'm referring to choosing to wait until marriage to engage in sexual intercourse with a man, even if you have had sex in the past. So in that case, a born-again virgin, so to speak. Now, I bring this topic up because of a recent book that was released by Dawn Eden, a former rock journalist who had a lot of sex and enjoyed it, but has since converted to Catholicism. She now believes that sex outside of marriage is objectively bad because it is psychologically and spiritually damaging. Her book is called Thrill of the Chaste, which is a pretty clever title. In an article on this topic, while reflecting on her groupie days, she writes, "If the sex was good, then, even if I knew in my heart that the relationship wouldn't work, I would still feel as though the act had bonded me with my sex partner in a deeper way than we had been bonded before. It's in the nature of sex to awaken deep emotions within us, emotions that are distinctly unwelcome when one is trying to keep it light." So what's at the heart of the matter here? Authenticity, honoring your body, trusting yourself, asking the difficult emotional questions around what sex means to you and how we potentially use it for validation. These are really great issues for all of us to look at. And I certainly honor anyone who has done this hard work and makes respectful decisions on it. I think where this kind of rubs me the wrong way is the use of value-laden terms like chastity in the realm of religious conversion and abstinence-only education for teenagers. Sex isn't just a physical act. It is potentially a holistic expression of self and an energy connection with another human. But I don't think this needs to be reserved for heterosexual marriage. Sexual fun fact number 48. What is a purity ball, and with whom are teenage girls exchanging rings, vows, and first dances at these balls? Their fathers. The purpose of a purity ball is for girls to vow that they remain virgins until marriage, and for fathers to vow to protect their purity, although the word virgin and word sex are not usually used. Now, these lavish events are part of the evangelical Christian movement. Now, I think the father-daughter bonding part of it is beautiful, but I'm not sure this is the best way to encourage autonomy in girls and the ability to be critical thinkers and therefore learn what is best for themselves, or to recognize that their sexuality belongs to them, not their fathers or their future husbands. Den recommend. Okay, here's something that I think is really about positive sexuality and honors women, their choices, and their bodies. It's the book called Women's Bodies, Women's Wisdom by Christiane Northrup. Now, I've referenced this book before, but I haven't highlighted it as a Den recommend. Truly a wonderful book if you want to get a better perspective on yourself from a perspective that balances Western medicine and Eastern philosophies. She rocks. And here's a quote from Women's Bodies, Women's Wisdom that I like to use at the start of some of my workshops. Our task as women is to distinguish our own personal truths about our sexuality from the distortions that we've inherited from our culture. Ain't that the truth? If you have any questions or comments about chastity or purity, visit me at DrJennsDen.com or email me at Jennifer@DrJennsDen.com. Or you can now call us and leave your comments at 1-866-403-7592. So ask what your body's wisdom is telling you, and be kind to yourself. See, I'm going to keep my box close to me because this is about chastity and I have to protect it.